got that good stuff that you want. Let me be your pusher, 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 ayy. I got that good stuff that you want. Let me be your pusher, 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 ayy. I got that good stuff that you want. Let me be your pusher, 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 ayy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy. I got that good stuff that you want. Let me be your pusher, 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 ayy. I got that good stuff that you want. Let me be your pusher, 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 ayy.
I might kill my ex, not the best idea. His new girlfriend's next, how'd I get here? I might kill my ex. I still love him though, rather be in jail than alone. I get this into this lost cause. I get this into she might really love her. It's something that try to but you know murder's a common passion. But damn, it was out of reach. He was at the fine on the beach. Now I'm in our basement, flying on my vision. I'm in a face. Fuck.
Oh, you're gonna go to the bathroom? Okay, cool. You forgot your phone. Okay. Driving lessons, driving instructor, therapy, therapist, psychologist near me. Really tight big booty leggings.
I don't actually have a crush on anyone who's real, so this is just gonna be with my fictional crush. Luigi.
Here are some practices in ancient Africa that Europe considered barbaric and uncivilized for the longest time, when in reality they were just environmental conservation techniques. A lot of people often wonder, why is Europe more advanced when it comes to technology than Africa? And the answer is very simple. Africa did not need any technological solutions because Africa does not experience winter. For instance, Samori Toure's Mandinka Empire was advancing in horse transport, Ethiopia in lion transport, donkey transport among the Bantus. However, these forms of transportation were only beneficial to Africans and unsustainable in Europe during winter. Therefore, they brought in cars and vehicles, creating a huge hazard to the environment by leaving behind toxic carbon prints. Other uncivilized African practices that contributed hugely to environmental conservation were mud huts were made exclusively from nature and were highly effective in protecting Earth from environmental pollution by actively reducing the human carbon print. Many African communities used firewood as their main source of energy, where only the dry parts would be extracted for use. It was also a taboo in many ancient African communities to uproot or cut down medicinal trees because they believed that the spirits would relocate far from the local community, resulting into plagues. Among the Agikuyu community, for instance, it is still up to today a taboo to cut down a mugumo tree, which is believed to be a home for ancestral spirits and other creations. The waters in ancient Africa were holy and were perceived as habitats of God, therefore always kept pure, and purity to the locals meant no defecating, washing, or dumping of refuse into the waters because it was believed to be disrespectful to the gods. Ancient Africans took seriously the philosophy of Ubuntu, which meant living in close proximity with the flora and fauna, but due to the European management that started in the 18th century, which is considered more civilized, the exploitation of our environment has gone up at an alarming rate. But today, the Tonga people of modern-day Zambia are among the leading promoters of the Going Back to Eden slogan, like living on trees that was previously uncivilized but is currently a luxurious move in Europe. In conclusion, it is high time that governments, policymakers, and environmentalists gave the conservation mechanics employed by ancient Africa the prominence it deserves when it comes to environmental sustainability, if at all we are serious about saving the planet.
Little girl gone, got a gun from a gangster. Run, little girl, bang. Say that again, I didn't quite hear ya. Mess with the wrong bitch in the wrong era.
The most powerful nade on Mondstadt. What you want to do is stand above this crack here, then line up your crosshair between these two chimneys, then raise it a little. This nade should anti the defenders holding in front of the Venti statue.
Gandalf the White. Gandalf the Fool. Who can play at that game? Saruman the White. Or should I say, Saruman the Stupid. What? Saruman the Silly. Stop that. Saruman the Wrinkly. Stop. Saruman the Stinky!
Hey guys, Andre the Farmer here. And one of the things that I've learned over the years is when you have plants like tomatoes or cucumbers or peppers or squash, and they start flowering and they're really small, the best thing you can do for them is to cut those flowers off. This plant is not ready to produce fruit. I want it to focus on growing itself, becoming bigger. You're gonna get a much larger harvest and a better yield and a healthier plant in the long run. So sacrifice those early fruit for a long-term success, all right? See you guys, bye.
So there was a new frog discovered in Ecuador a couple weeks ago, and y'all have to see this frog. A team of researchers were hiking through the famous Andean cloud forest, which if you've not heard of those, they are absolutely gorgeous, and I highly suggest you look into them more. But there's been a lot of scientific discoveries, especially when it comes to new species of amphibian and insect and reptile in these areas over the past few years. This expedition was no exception. This is the species of frog that they discovered. It is called Hyloskirtus tolkieni, named after the famous author of the Lord of the Rings series. And just looking at it, I think it's really easy to see why. They have this gorgeous patterning on their bodies, kind of a light green with some speckling of yellow, and these absolutely gorgeous kind of pinkish red eyes. I mean, they look like something right out of Middle-earth. I mean, just take a moment to appreciate how beautiful this species is. Now, we don't know a whole lot about them yet. They are a species of stream frog, so they live in these really high mountain, cold, clear, fresh streams, but that's really about it at this point. It's just always so exciting when we get to find and describe a new species, especially one as beautiful as this. And I think it's cooler when scientists are able to have a little bit of fun with the naming as well.
Right now you're looking so sexy. You do not look terrible and tired. You do not look terrible, tired and depressed. You look sexy. You look really sexy. You don't look awful.
by the 9 divines. Assault! Assault!
Guys, stop asking where I went, like what I'm doing, like what I'm up to, like where I went, like where did I go? I'm literally busy. So this one ate off his ear. So now he only has one ear. So he's going to prison, which, you know, I'm not happy about. They got a divorce. And they are soy. Big soy. Going out there to tell everyone to eat soy milk.
Got a white boy on my roster, he be feeding me pasta and lobster. He just hit me up on Tuesday, like, what you doing, babe? Let me take you shopping. I told him, well, I'm a little busy. He said, damn, I'm in your city. But anyway, it's okay, hope you have a good day, I'ma see you by day 50. Then I told him, you treat me so well. He said, cash out Pazelle. Matter of fact, scratch that, I'ma send you a stack just cause you fine as hell. And I told him, well, thank you, baby. Anything for my favorite lady. Well, I gotta go, they just let me know that I could pick up my Mercedes. I got hoes in different area codes.
Fortunately for Puff, he has an ingenious way of defending himself. He's toxic.
I made a dolphin language. It's called Aya, and it only has vowels that are made in the front of your mouth to best imitate dolphin speech. Here are some example conjugations. All the sentences are 6 vowels long, but the meaning changes based on vowel placement and length. So the sentence I eat would be pronounced eat, but if you want to conjugate that to I will eat, since it's an E-stem verb, you have to lengthen the penultimate vowel, which would change it to eat. I'm thinking about expanding it to make it tonal, and I can also show more examples, so let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing more.
Crocodiles don't die of old age. They either die of starvations or diseases. In the wild, these bitches can live up to 70 years. And some have been recorded to live over 100. The biggest croc ever recorded was over 20 feet long. And this some bitch weighed over 2,000 pounds. His name was Gustav. Yeah, this motherfucker had a name. This motherfucking dude was a menace. He flatlined over 300 people. Till this day, Gustav is still alive. But the problem is, they don't know where the fuck dude at. It was last seen in the Burundi, located in East Africa. Flatlining humans was a sport. A lot of people he killed, he didn't eat. Other crocodiles were bitch made compared to this dude. Look at this shit. This motherfucker about to take everybody's cornbread. They even tried shooting this motherfucker in his head, but that shit ain't work. His skin is too fucking thick. Gustav is the only crocodile that will fuck up a hippopotamus. Now imagine touring this jungle and this long back motherfucker ambush you and start nibbling on your fucking spinal cord. It's over with for your ass. This son bitch is 100% real. They even made a movie about, bro. Go watch it. This shit good as hell.
Quisiera ser feliz, pero la vida no me deja. Esta es una señal de auxilio. Por favor, ayúdenme cuanto antes, que estoy a punto de rendirme, pero con ritmo.